years ago, this is something I've never really shared before. But 10 years ago, many of you know my personal testimony. My wife of 11 years decided to leave, and the Lord has helped me to raise two very incredible boys on my own. And it's been 10 years. Time does fly when you're having fun. And boy, I've been having some fun. But the one thing I've never really told very many people is that on the night that we discussed this, I was in my living room. I got on my knees, literally on my knees in my living room, and I begged. And I said, please don't do this. For my children, for myself, for our ministry, I said, please don't do this. There was a way that I could have kept my marriage intact. There was a way. That's the part I've never shared. Because the words that came back to me were, I don't want this life anymore. But I love you. I just don't want us to live this anymore. I want to go. Let's go to Vegas. Let me dress certain ways. Let me do certain things. I just want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy life with you. I just don't want to enjoy this life with you. And that is where we draw the line. I said, if I have to turn my license in, I'm willing to do that to save my marriage. And I was willing. I was willing. This is something I uttered. I will turn my license and my ministry in. If that's what's affecting, I will do it if it means we get to stay. But I remember looking and saying, but what you're asking of me, it's a lot deeper than that. You're asking me to turn the back on the body of Jesus. What you're asking, I cannot give to you. She walked away. She walked away. It's a really sad situation, what has happened. I don't think my boys have talked to their mother in maybe 6 years, 5, 6 years, 7 years. She is homeless, addicted, homeless, just going through just a mess. We still pray for her. And I remember several years after that, I got a phone call from her. And in that conversation, I said, hey, before we departed, I said, would you do me a favor? I get hit up all the time. You know, people that would come to me and say, hey, I'm thinking of leaving my spouse. How have you done it? Give me some advice. And I said, what is your advice? What would you say? And I said, you can hurt me. I'm vulnerable, but just say whatever about me that you want. I'm willing to take it. I was the worst husband. If that's what you want, just say whatever. Just say whatever. I'm okay with that. And she paused for a while. And then her voice cracked. And she said, tell them never to turn their back on their master. You tell them to love the Lord with all of their hearts. And if they keep their relationship with God intact, then their marriage will be just fine. There's a cost. There's a cost to this.